Why Bethenny Frankel calls RHONY Reboot trash. What has compelled RHONY OG and alum Bethenny Frankel to deem the reboot trash after 2 seasons? She has openly called out Bravo and its inner workings. Therefore, it makes sense she would slam the show that made her famous. Read on for why she knocked the reboot. Bethenny Frankel calls RHONY Reboot trash. After season 13 of RHONY, the show was in shambles. The cast was not clicking and OG star, Ramona Singer, was called out for being racist. She and newcomer, Ebony K. Williams, were struggling with each other and a reunion was up in the air. Then it was cancelled and the show never went on. Bravo had to decide its next steps while they put everything on hold. Ultimately, they chose to reboot the series completely with a whole new cast. They did want to do a legacy show with fan favorites, but that did not happen. Initially, the new cast fared decently, but they never received the ratings the OGs did. There was a RHONY Legacy Edition, which was very well received. Fans have wanted more since that came out, but that has yet to happen. Yet one RHONY OG, Bethenny Frankel, has not wanted to help Bravo or their shows succeed in any capacity. She started her reality reckoning campaign with the belief reality stars should unionize. More so, she wanted to expose what they went through at the hands of the network. Now, she is slamming the reboot of the show that made her a household name. Bethenny Frankel has since deleted the video, but it has found its way around where she suggested Bravo get back some of the original cast. A common theme. Fans have been saying this about the reboot, so it is not a novel idea coming from Bethenny Frankel. However, she has a very large fan base, so she did receive a lot of support. So glad she said it. What they did to OG RHONY is a disgrace, and even with an open mind trying to give new women a chance, PHONY sucks, it's so try-hard and inauthentic. I immensely dislike Bethenny, but she's not wrong here. Andy's too stubborn to admit he made a mistake revamping. Bring Sunja, Ramona, Luan and Dorinda back with Brynn, Jessel and Aaron. I'd love Bethenny too, but she's never gonna do it. So fans are not saying they want the whole new cast gone, just a nice blend of both. That is fair, and it might be fun to see. Bethenny Frankel's name is practically synonymous with the Real Housewives of New York City. Her sharp wit, entrepreneurial prowess, and unfiltered honesty made her one of the franchise's most iconic stars. But when the rebooted RHONY debuted in 2023 with an entirely new cast, Bethenny didn't mince words. Her verdict? Trash. This declaration sent shockwaves through Bravo fandom, reigniting debates about the future of the Housewives universe and the role of its OG stars. Here's a deep dive into why Bethenny felt compelled to slam the reboot, and why her criticism might be more layered than it seems. The legacy of an OG. Bethenny was an original cast member when RHONY premiered in 2008. Back then, the show was a social experiment, peeling back the curtain on the lives of Manhattan's elite. It wasn't just about wealth. It was about ambition, relationships, and the messiness of human connection. Bethenny embodied these traits, navigating singlehood, building her skinny girl empire, and delivering one-liners that fans still quote today. Over the years, RHONY became a cultural juggernaut, largely because of its OG cast. The dynamics between Bethenny, Ramona Singer, Luan de Lesseps, and others gave viewers a mix of glamour, drama, and authenticity. But as time passed, the franchise faced criticisms of becoming stale. By the time Bravo announced the 2023 reboot, RHONY's legacy was at stake. Bethenny, who had exited the show in 2019, watched the reboot with the scrutiny of someone who helped build the brand, and she was not impressed. This isn't New York. In one of her infamous TikTok rants, Bethenny didn't hold back. This isn't New York, she said, referring to the new cast. It's a sanitized, curated version of what producers think the city is. Real New Yorkers don't care about their outfits being Instagram-ready 24/7. They don't all have perfect apartments and curated lives. The reboot featured a younger, more diverse group of women. While the move was praised for reflecting the city's changing demographics, Bethenny argued that it lacked the grit and rawness that defined the original. When we were filming, we didn't know what the show would become. We weren't acting for the cameras. We were just living. This is a glossy ad campaign masquerading as reality. The skinny girl standard. Bethenny's criticism also stems from her personal investment in the franchise's authenticity. As someone who turned her RHONY fame into a multi-million-dollar empire, she understands the power of the platform, but she also believes that the show's success hinges on its relatability. The beauty of the Housewives was that we were flawed, messy, and real. We fought over dumb stuff, cried over bigger stuff, and didn't care if we looked ridiculous. That's what made it magic. She pointed out that the reboot's cast seemed too polished, too self-aware. They're all playing characters, not living their lives. Where's the vulnerability? Where's the chaos? Watching this feels like watching a scripted drama pretending to be reality. A missed opportunity? Beyond her personal gripes, Bethenny's criticism highlights a larger issue: whether the reboot missed an opportunity to evolve the franchise meaningfully. While the new cast brought fresh perspectives, Bethenny argued that Bravo could have explored more innovative formats. Why not show a mix of OGs and new faces? Why not dive deeper into issues that real women in New York face? Instead, we got a complete reset that alienated longtime fans. Bethenny also questioned Bravo's decision to retire the original cast entirely. People didn't stop watching because of us. They stopped watching because production got lazy. The storylines became repetitive. Instead of fixing that, they threw the baby out with the bathwater. Personal stakes. Bethenny's harsh critique isn't just about the reboot's quality, it's also personal. By sidelining the original cast, Bravo effectively erased her legacy. While Bethenny has repeatedly stated she's done with Housewives for good, her identity is still tied to the franchise. The reboot's lackluster reception felt, in her words, like an insult to everything we built. Adding fuel to the fire, rumors swirled that Bethenny had been approached for a possible cameo in the reboot, which she declined. Why would I go back to something I don't respect? They wanted me to be their safety net, and I'm not interested. Fans weigh in. Unsurprisingly, Bethenny's comments sparked fierce debate among fans. Some agreed with her, lamenting the loss of the original cast's charm. Bethenny's right, one fan tweeted. This reboot feels like an entirely different show. It's not RHONY, it's just Housewives Light. Others, however, felt Bethenny's critique was unfair. The reboot is trying to represent a broader audience, one fan countered. Bethenny's just mad it's not about her anymore. Even Bravo executives couldn't ignore the backlash. In an interview, Andy Cohen diplomatically addressed Bethenny's comments. Bethenny is entitled to her opinion, he said. She's passionate about RHONY, and that's a testament to how much she contributed to its success. But we're proud of the new direction and think it has a lot of potential. Bethenny's vision for the future. In true Bethenny fashion, she didn't just criticize, she offered solutions. If I were running the show, she said, I'd do a hybrid cast with OGs mentoring new women. I'd focus on real issues, not just who's fighting with who, but the struggles of navigating life in the city. Show me a woman juggling kids, a career, and a crumbling marriage. Show me someone starting over after losing everything. That's what resonates. She also called for more transparency in how the show is produced. The audience isn't stupid. They can tell when something's fake. If you want them to care, you have to give them something real. The bottom line. Bethenny Frankel's takedown of that RHONY reboot isn't just a critique of a TV show. It's a broader commentary on the evolution of reality television. For Bethenny, RHONY was more than entertainment. It was a cultural touchstone that gave voice to real women with real problems. By calling the reboot trash, she's mourning the loss of that authenticity and urging Bravo to do better. Whether you agree with her or not, one thing is clear. Bethenny's voice still matters. Her critique has reignited conversations about what makes the Housewives franchise special and what it needs to stay relevant. As Bravo navigates the future of its flagship shows, Bethenny's words will undoubtedly linger. After all, she's never been one to mince words, and her passion for RHONY, flaws and all, is part of what made the show iconic in the first place.